This is the FAQ portion. Where do I get my vinyls? I kind of answered that throughout the video a little bit, but I've gotten my vinyls mostly from Ox 33 Tours, which is a local record store. But Ox 33 Tours is actually huge. Like, they have a huge selection, and not only of hip-hop, they have rock, they have jazz, they have literally every genre you could think of. So if you're interested in shopping them, you can go check them out. I'll leave the links in the description. But I also, as you saw, I have a lot of my vinyls from Urban Outfitters. I wish I didn't get so many from Urban Outfitters, just because I want to support more local. It is what it is. Their limited edition ones are pretty cool, and they have more of the new albums that I'm looking for, or if they do a throwback album like the Destiny's Child one, they're gonna make it limited edition. But you can also get them from Amazon. I've had some issues with Amazon though, so be careful. Sometimes they come in perfect condition, sometimes a little damaged, and other times you get the complete wrong vinyl sent to you twice. That has actually happened to me with Amazon, so just be careful. Those are the places I shop from. If you have any recommendations, let me know. I'd be really interested to know if there's any online shops that I could shop at. That'd be really cool. The next question is, how much have you spent? Now, I told you some of them that I got gifted to me, and I'm really grateful for those that were gifted. But the majority of my collection I bought with my own money, and it's a lot of money. A lot of these vinyls are newer, I guess, and sold from places like Urban Outfitters. You could get some for as low as $25. I would say the majority are like more around $35, $40, but some of the bootleg ones I've spent, I don't even want to tell you how much I've spent on some of them, but if I go to my Discogs page, which I'm going to link in the description down below, at the very top, I don't know if it'll show it for you, but for me it shows collection value. They have a range. They have a minimum, medium, and a maximum value on the collection. I wouldn't go with the maximum value just because some of them may be way overvalued. I mean, you could probably go with the minimum, but the median value for my collection is $2,340. Now, I don't think I've spent anywhere near that. The minimum value of my collection is $1,381. I don't even know if I've spent that much. The average cost of my vinyls is probably $35, and I've had quite a few gifted to me, so I'll say that I bought with my own money around 42. 35 times 42. There you go. So that's, depending on what kind of genre of music you like, if you're into rock, old school rock, you could probably have a substantial collection at a very low price, unless you want like some limited edition versions. But for the type of music that I like, unfortunately it's kind of gone mainstream, which means it's sold by places like Urban Outfitters or even the local record shop that I go to. They're priced more fairly. But some of them that are more harder to find, like the Frank Ocean ones, they're gonna up the price on those. I've probably spent around $1,200 to $1,500, probably. So, yeah. Another question is, how do I display my vinyls usually? So, right now I have all the vinyls in front of me, but I took a few pictures of how I was displaying them, and essentially I was just putting them everywhere around my basement. My basement is my streaming area, just chilling area, a space that I could have to myself. So I just plastered the vinyls all over this room. And it was really cool because as soon as you walk into my basement, like you could tell it's Erica's space. I wish I could get a nice display going on this back wall. I think it would look really nice, and having them all straight, they wouldn't all fit on this wall, but even having them wrap around this corner I think would be really cool. I'd probably have to put in nails into my wall, and I don't really want to do that, so I don't know, if you have a solution that you can recommend, leave it down in the comments down below. I didn't really name my favorite songs off of each album because I thought that would just take too much time, but I invite you guys to say what your favorite album for my collection is and what your favorite tracks are from that album, and I'll comment down below and let you know what are my favorites from the album. But that's kind of all of the questions that I think you guys might have. Now I actually have questions for you. I can't promise anything, but I know deep down I want to get back into making videos. I've made videos at a very young age. I was that one girl in school, literally that only person in high school, and I went to a pretty large high school, who made YouTube videos. And I'm talking, I started this in 2009. I really got into it in 2010, but it was a really embarrassing channel. I remember just getting heavily bullied about that, and I kind of get it. And then I went back into creating videos in 2011, 2012, and I was creating music videos. They're really heavily edited, and you know, I mean, I was using Sony Vegas. I think it was like Sony Vegas 8. I really taught myself how to edit from a very young age, and then I kind of just fell out of it when YouTube started to take a turn. I find it difficult to brand myself. You know, back then I was way more natural in front of the camera, and now I find it a bit difficult. I was just doing it because I love to do it. You know, like, I just want to make people happy, make people laugh. And when online personas or influencers started to rise, and you could obviously tell they were putting on a front and being a character in front of the camera, that's when I kind of fell out of it. I don't know, it kind of just happened out of the blue. But I've always had a desire to do this, you know, and that's why I picked up streaming. It's something that I'm trying to get back into. I like interacting with people. That's why I love to tell you guys to comment down below, because I will respond. I do read the comments. If it were up to me, I would love to have a little community that I know and interact with, and that's what I love so much about Twitch, is because I feel like I have that with people on Twitch. With that being said, I kind of want to know what you guys want to see from me. You know that I like video games because I released the Fortnite video. I stream on Twitch at Erica Plays. I love music, obviously, and vinyl collecting. I have a reaction to Pivot Gang's You Can't Sit With Us. I know reaction videos blow up quite easily, kind of. I had a reaction channel with my friend Zach, and those videos like got a lot of views, got thousands of views. So if you want to see more of that from me, let me know. But other things that I like sneakers. I feel like there's not a lot of women in the sneaker community here on YouTube. There are more that are popping up now that I find more women are getting into sneakers, which I love to see. I've had a love for sneakers since 2015, so I could talk about new releases. I would probably more so talk about releases for women, but obviously if there's a huge sneaker release for men, which you guys get a lot of, I'd probably talk about those too. And cry that they're not in women's sizing. Just kidding. Another thing that I've really gotten into is the NBA. As you can see, I'm a Toronto Raptors fan. Maybe it's my Canadian bias. I got into watching the NBA maybe like 3 years ago, and luckily for me as a Canadian fan, the Toronto Raptors won last season, and hopefully this season I could do things relating to NBA. The community could be very toxic in the 2K world, but hopefully I bring a good positive energy and I wouldn't get hate, but I mean, you can't stop it. If it comes, it comes. But I could also do like reactions to NBA news and watching highlights. I don't know the copyright rules around watching highlights, but I think it's allowed. So I think that'd be pretty cool. Like, as you can see from those interests, I have interests that are stereotypically male, I guess you could say. But I want to show women that we could like whatever the heck we want to like. I loved playing GTA. I loved playing Call of Duty when I was younger. And back then, it was a lot weirder for women to like video games. But I grew up with my brother who still plays a lot of retro games and streams them on Twitch. So growing up with a brother who loved video games and I wanted to be close to my brother, I picked it up from a very young age. But then there's also things like makeup that I like. But I mean, some of the biggest influencers in the makeup community are men. James Charles, Jeffree Star, Bretman Rock, you know, like, I really do love that we're not putting genders onto interests. Like I said, I would love to interact with you guys, so bringing you guys into my personal life, maybe showing you a side of my fitness stuff, any advice that I could give you. I also like financials, you know, making a budget for yourself and being money smart. After I just showed you my $1,500 vinyl collection, there's still a way to spoil yourself, but also be smart with your money as well. I don't know if you guys peeped this in the background, but it's an Astroworld bracelet. And I actually made this bracelet. This bracelet is made up of a lot of knots. And this takes a lot of time to do. But it's just another thing that I like to do. And that I'm interested in. So I could also make videos of time lapses creating bracelets like this. I'm sure you guys can think of even more ideas of videos you would like to see from me, and if you do have any ideas, please let me know down below. I would love to hear them. And if I do go back to streaming Twitch, I would love to share those full streams, those full broadcasts onto my channel here, or even just some highlights or clips. That's pretty much everything, all done. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, I don't know how long this video is. I don't know if it was done in 1 part or 2 or 3, but if you watched all the way to the end, thank you so much. It means a lot. Hit me up on my socials. I'm on Twitch at Erica Plays. I have my Instagram, which is Erica Ashley XO. I have my Twitter, which is Erica Plays _. If I forgot anything else, it'll be up on the screen. Do chat with me. I want to hear from you. And that's about it. Thank you so much for watching once again, and hopefully see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.